Some monsters are born, others are made. But Ted Bundy was something different, a predator who learned early how to hide the darkness inside him behind the perfect smile. Ted Bundy entered the world in 1946 under a lie. Born in a home for unwed mothers, he spent the first years of his life believing his grandparents were his parents and his mother was just his older sister. This secret, this identity fracture, would follow him for life. Friends later said he carried a quiet anger, a sense that something inside him was out of place, broken. But the truth is, Bundy was already fascinated by darkness as a child. Several accounts suggest young Ted began collecting knives, sharp tools, and disturbing magazines. Some relatives remember him sneaking into rooms at night, silently watching while they slept. Psychologists call this early predatory rehearsal, moments where a future killer begins experimenting with control, fear, and proximity. But to the outside world, Ted Bundy was the polite boy next door, charming, intelligent, calm. The perfect mask. Teenage Bundy struggled to fit in. He hated the idea of being ordinary. He wanted to be important, admired, envied. He became obsessed with power, social, emotional, and physical. At school, he watched people quietly, not socially, but analytically, as if studying human behavior from behind a glass window. One of his early girlfriends later said, "Ted never felt things the way normal people do. He observed emotions, but he didn't have them." This emotional emptiness, combined with charm and intelligence, became the perfect formula for a future serial killer. Police later re-examined Bundy's early years and noticed patterns: voyeurism, breaking into houses, following women at night, and a growing fascination with violence. None of it was reported. None of it stopped. It all simmered silently, waiting. Experts now believe Bundy's violent urges started forming in adolescence, fueled by fantasy and pornography. A dark inner world that he kept hidden behind a flawless public image. By the time he reached college, Ted Bundy had become a master of disguise. A charming law student, a polite neighbor, a trusted friend. But underneath, a storm was building. The fantasies were no longer enough. He needed more. He needed control. He needed victims. And soon, he would take his first step into becoming one of the most terrifying serial killers in American history. In episode 2, we followed Ted Bundy's transformation from a silent observer to a hunter.